So today I'm going to be talking about the greatest love of my life. Books. If you don't like reading books, then what are you doing with your life? Stop watching this video right now and go read Harry Potter. Still here? Good. Now today I want to talk to you about my top 5 favourite books that I read last year. Now this was really hard for me to do because there were so many good ones, but I'm going to cheat slightly and put some extra ones down in the description. Now as I borrowed some of these books from the library and edit my videos on Movie Maker because I am a peasant, I can't show you all of the covers of the books, so I'm sorry. Please feel free to start a fund to get me some decent editing software. So number 5 is a book called Fraud at Snowfields. I got sent a copy of this book in exchange for a review and oh my god, I'm so glad I accepted it. It's about a boy called Will Burns who goes to a school specifically for making and delivering presents for Santa. Basically, it's a more Christmassy Hogwarts. He finds out that someone inside the school is using magic to forge banknotes and he helps his teachers to find out who it is. Also, he gets to fly a sleigh on Christmas Eve. I realise we're currently in the middle of February, but if you want a festive read closer to Christmas, or if you're just fine with reading a book about Christmas in the middle of July, then I definitely recommend this one. Number 4 is a book called Two Boys Kissing, and as you can tell by the title, it is extremely gay. What more could you want? It centres around two boys called Craig and Harry who decide to try to break the world record for the longest kiss, but there's other storylines going on around it, such as a transsexual boy falling in love with another boy he meets at a gay prom, and it's really cute. Please read this book. It also deals with important themes such as depression, suicide, homophobia, and parents not accepting their children for who they are. I could literally just make a whole video ranting about how important these themes are, but it's probably better if you just read the book. Number 3 is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. I started reading this series back in 2013, but according to my Goodreads page, I didn't finish this book until 2014, so it made the list. Clockwork Princess is part of the Infernal Devices series, which is probably now one of my favourite series ever. It's about a young American girl called Tessa who goes to London to meet her brother, only to be kidnapped and, well, I won't give out spoilers. Anyway, she meets Will and Jem, who are equally attractive, and she has to help them to fight a bunch of automatons that were created by the villain. It's a very supernatural type book with elements of steampunk, and overall it's really good. Also, it's set in Victorian London, so the setting of the book combined with the genre is quite unique to anything else I've read. There is a love triangle in this book, and usually I'm a huge hater of love triangles, but with Will and Jem, I literally couldn't choose who I liked better. They were both just so perfect. If you've read the Mortal Instruments series, then you will definitely love Infernal Devices. If you haven't read Mortal Instruments, then, well, I'll get to that. Number 2 is the Shades of London series. I read both of the novels plus the short story The Boy in the Smoke last year, so I've cheated slightly and put them all together. It's about an American girl who goes to a boarding school in London where she discovers she can see ghosts. She finds other people with the same ability as her, and together, they are the Ghostbusters. No, but seriously, they track down ghosts and it's pretty awesome. And Stephen is such a precious character, oh my god. Also, the 3rd book in this series came out recently and I haven't had time to read it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I have a signed copy. Be jealous. But yeah, you should definitely read this series. I don't think it gets as much attention as it should, so feel free to come talk to me about it. And my number 1 book that I read last year, drumroll, is City of Heavenly Fire, yay, who would have guessed it? Yes, of course, what could it be but the last book in the Mortal Instruments series. It's about a girl called Clary who finds out she's a shadow hunter and she gets to be badass and fight demons and create runes to make herself even more badass. Also, it's about a million plot twists. Be prepared for the plot twists. Also, I got to go to the book launch for this in London, which was really fun. Here are some pictures from that. For anyone who hasn't read this series, I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say I cried multiple times over a certain fictional gay couple. Don't judge me, they are literally my OTP. Nothing is more precious than Malik. My precious babies. I hope you've enjoyed watching me do what I do best, which is crying over books. I left the titles of all these books down in the description along with a few others that I enjoyed. I've also left a link to my book blog in case you're interested in seeing what I read in the future. Please feel free to leave book recommendations down in the comments for what I should read this year. I'll see you next time!